Welcome to the darker side of medicine, the podcast of nightmares. Dim the lights, settle in, and wander with me into the unnerving landscape of my disturbed, subconscious mind. Because sometimes the scariest stories aren't fiction, they're symptoms. Tonight's episode, The Shadow. My eyes fly open, having been abruptly pulled out of a nightmare I can't remember, with an urgent gasp of air, like I had been drowning. I'm lying on my back, eyes up to the vaulted ceiling in our bedroom. Trying to catch my breath, I go to reach for my phone, but I can't seem to move my arm. In fact, I can't seem to move any part of my body except for my eyeballs, which are frantically looking around the room. My breathing is a little bit better, but I can't speak or make a sound. Maybe if I focus on smaller muscles? Can I move a toe? Nope. A finger? Nope. Can I flex my calf? My wrist? Can I blink? Yes. Okay. I can blink. That's a start. Before I try anything else, I feel the depression of the bed near my feet. Something wraps around my ankles with firm pressure. Then the sensation moves upwards. The bed moves ever so slightly on my left, then on my right. The pressure is now on my calves, near my knees. I try to make a sound again, but nothing comes out. My eyes are widened in fear, but I can only make out a shadow crawling up my legs. I try to look to my right as far as I can, attempting to will my husband awake. My muscles are completely leaden, almost entirely disconnected from my brain. I look down again. Something comes into view. Horns, pitch black and deeply carved with an ornate pattern. A scarred and unnatural face with eyes the color of nearly dried blood follows the horns, with sharpened teeth. As he moves up my body, he lightly drags clawed fingers on my skin and smiles. I try again to scream, but my mouth doesn't even open. The demon positions his face directly above mine, and I can feel his hooved feet moving through my skin and into my legs. Suddenly, my legs are even heavier as a chill enters my bones. The icy weight travels up my legs to my hips, my stomach. Goosebumps are forming all over my body as the bone chill migrates upwards, the demon claiming my body as his own. Any breath of mine leaves my chest as my lungs are overtaken, like something has settled over my torso with a crushing weight. He gives an unearthly chuckle as he makes his final move. My muscles snap back into control and I bolt upright, violently heaving and gasping for painful gulps of breath. My hands are gripping my neck and chest, a burning sensation still deep in my throat. Am I me? Am I just me? RJ is sleeping soundly as I'm sitting up in bed, heart thumping and terrified. I see no sign of the demon. Thank you for listening to The Darker Side of Medicine. I'm your host, Scary Carrie. Sweet dreams.